Once again, it's your boy Heaven Hollywood back for the IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get into it. Something that I've been getting into for 15 years and something that you've heard from me numerous times, countless times over the last few years. Master P has come out, and recently also Styles P has come out and says that hip-hop needs a union to help struggling stars before tragedy hits. Now this comes on the tail end of the DMX tragedy, and now Black Rob in the hospital suffering bad with illnesses. We've also seen previously some rappers, the great Ecstasy from Houdini needing a GoFundMe for his funeral. Certain rappers that don't have health care, can't get certain health needs that they need, dialysis and this and that. People like Beanie Siegel, Freeway. Certain rappers that paved the way and put in certain dues and made record companies millions of dollars. And we're seeing them walking around, no teeth in their mouth, no real car, not a nice car, not living in a home. You've seen Black Rob recently say he's homeless, going from house to house. Enough of this. The bottom line is this, people, for all the young cats too. Y'all are able to make millions in streams without really even putting in no work. I know dudes that came into the game less than 2 years ago and has already made millions and made more millions than dudes that was putting in 15, 20 years of work. All right? Because of the times you are in now, and because of the way that the older generation paved for these young cats to make this money. This is what should be happening with hip-hop. All of the 10 biggest rappers in the world, I'll even go far as say is 20. Okay? From what you've made off of hip-hop, Jayz is worth $1 billion. Jayz, you come out of your pocket with 10% of what you're worth. 10%, that's not a lot compared to what you got. So Jayz, you come out of your pocket and put $10 million in. Get it started. Diddy, you're worth what? $900 million? Take $9 million and put it towards this hip-hop union. The biggest dudes, Dr. Dre, worth $750 million. Take $7 million and start off this union. Master P, Eminem, all going on down. And for the new generation, Drizzy Drake, you're worth $200 million. Take $2 million of that and put it into the hip-hop union. And that's how you get it started. And then you use that money to scale out, get everybody health insurance, a retirement plan for the rappers who put in work. I'm not saying it was one person who's got one record. I'm not saying that. But if you put in work, if you're from the Houdinis of the world, the Nice and Smooths of the world, the EPMDs of the world, the Run DMCs, none of these dudes that helped pave the way should be walking around without a house, without a car, and without health insurance. We're not saying you're going to be all blinged out. You ain't got saying that you got to be living in a mansion. But at least living in a paid off house. So if anything happens to them, they at least have a home. All right? People say, well, why do the young kids have to pay? Damn it, because you're making money in an industry that was pretty much built on the back of these other dudes who don't have any money. That's why. Because if it wasn't for the Curtis Blows and the KRS-Ones and the LL Cool J's and LL Cool J, you're not eliminated from this. You need to put into, damn it. And the Rakims of the world. All these dudes, what the Cool G Raps of the world, walking around with no teeth in his mouth. I mean, come on, man. Wasn't for these dudes, if it wasn't for Cool G Rap, we wouldn't have Nas. Nas, you're not eliminated either. You're worth what? $70 million or $100 million? Whatever you're worth, take 10% of that and put into this union, man. You're down with one of the top 20 richest rappers. Ice Cube, don't forget about you. Fresh Prince, don't forget about you. Master P. You want to come out and talk about we need a union. Yeah, we do need a union. Go in your pockets, bro. And help start it. Rick Rubin, Russell Simmons. Then once you have it started, you have the money backing it. Everyone that has a record contract, this is going to be a new clause in your contract. You have to pay dues out of, just like how you are in a 360. Just like how you're in a 360. Well, your hip-hop union dues is going to come out of your earnings. And if you say no, then you can't sign the deal. It is a clause in your deal. Just like if you work for the union, you can't say, I'm not paying union dues. You won't be a part of the union. If you're going to make millions of dollars in this industry for pretty much doing nothing, and I'm sorry, these dudes aren't working nowhere near as hard as these rappers coming up in the 80s and 90s, where you really had to get talent to be put on. Nowadays, all you got to do is go on YouTube, drop a catchy phrase or a catchy hook, and all of a sudden, these people are signed to put a dress on, put on a tight shirt and a blouse, and all of a sudden you're making millions of dollars. Ain't no way the Migos should be richer than EPMD. You want to make millions in this business? You have to pay your union dues. And that way, we won't have things happening to rappers like DMX and Black Rob. They'll have a health plan. They'll have a nutrition plan. They'll be able to go to the dentist. They'll be able to go to the doctor without worrying about, can I come out of my pocket? Well, I can't get this procedure because I can't afford it. It's either put food on my table or get this procedure. I got to feed my kids. Now, for the ones that got 10, 11, 12 kids, listen. Now that I don't expect people to take care of. It should be 3 kids covered. They're responsible. They'll cover 3 children on the health plan. Now, if you got more than that, you can either come out of pocket, all right? You can come out of pocket. But the people who are getting coverage from this, the older heads that are pretty much now out of the circuit, DMX had reportedly 15 kids and ODB. Okay, we can't expect people to cover 15 children if you went around just popping babies and people. Allegedly he has 15, not sure. But under the plan, 3 are covered. 3 are covered. But if you want to cover the rest out of your check that you get, it would be a quarterly check that these rappers receive for the ones that are not in the circuit. And again, you have to put in some sort of, I'm not talking about one album, I'm not talking about a couple of songs, like DJ Casanova Red and DJ Rudd or whatever his name is. I don't expect them to be, dishing out checks to them at one record. But you get what I mean. The Biz Marquies of the world. The Nice and Smooths of the world. The Redmans of the world. Now these are only 4 people who are not pulling in, not really pulling in any money anymore. If Redman is pulling in $1 million a year, I don't expect Redman to get a check. But under this union, Redman is pulling in enough money where he would have to pay into the union, but he'll get health benefits behind it. And when you're no longer what they call in the circuit, I'm not going to design the amount of money or the price frame or whatever. That ain't my job. I'm a creator. I create the idea. I leave it up to the other people to decide how they're going to do it. But this is the blueprint of how it get done. So people are saying, oh, how are you going to get the young kids to buy in and pay? You force them. The same way how if you're on a job and you have the ability to make money from your job, even though you're working, if it's a union job, you got to pay union dues. You got to pay union dues. If you're working on a job, if you want medical benefits, they take that out of your check every pay period. And in return, the new rappers or whatever, they will also have a chance to get health care. Secure their future. Secure their kids' future. Health care, life insurance. So that way we don't see people like Black Rob, like Beanie Siegel, like Freeway. These type of people. And just off the start-off money of the union, there'll be enough money left over that you can dish out a payment to some of these struggling rappers who don't have homes, who can't get around, who are being seen. You gotta remember, man, these people also have a reputation. Do you know how humiliating and embarrassing it is for you to have been a rapper, let's say of this in the 80s or in the 90s, and then you're walking around now, you can't afford to go to the dentist. You can't afford to go to the doctor. But then you got these young cats walking around here in their blouses and, got out 2 singles, but they've made, $800-900 million. You got people like 6ix9ine. Can you imagine what people like Redman and rappers like Kool G Rap and Kool Mo D, people who have done so much for the culture. Do you know what it's like to see them look at 6ix9ine with 6 and 7 cars, a $5 million contract? 6ix9ine. What has he done for hip hop? Yet this dude And I'm not just saying him. This dude is walking around here a multi-millionaire and hasn't put in any work as an artist. Stands for nothing. Is known for being a snitch, and that's what he's getting money off of. By the way, not here or there, 50 Cent, you're not eliminated. So that's how it would be done. So for everyone asking, how would it be done? You start off with the richest rappers that have made millions off of this game and this culture. Help out the people who are less fortunate, man. Your black brothers and sisters. Women rappers are included in this as well. Queen Latifah, you ain't eliminated. That way people like Boss won't need a GoFundMe to take care of kidney failure. It's a shame. All you rappers out there, y'all need to listen to this, man. Get this hip hop union for all the rappers, the brothers and sisters that paved the way so your behind can make the millions that you make. And it's also a way for the dudes that made the millions to give back, man, and help your brothers and sisters. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends.